The rain was heavy that night. Cold water pounded the cracked sidewalks, filling the gutters as thunder rolled in the distance. For Marcus, a young homeless man with nothing but a torn jacket and an old backpack, the storm was just another reminder of his hardships. He could have stayed hidden beneath a bridge, but fate had other plans. On that night, when most people hurried past without looking back, Marcus stopped to help a stranger struggling with a broken-down car. He didn't know it then, but his single act of kindness, done in the pouring rain, with nothing to gain, would change his life forever. Before we begin, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell so you never miss another inspiring story. Marcus was only 22, but life had already tested him more than most men twice his age. His mother had passed away from illness a year ago, leaving him without family or a home. Rent piled up, and soon the landlord changed the locks. Marcus had nowhere to go. He carried with him a weathered backpack that held 2 shirts, a Bible, and a photo of his mother in a cracked frame. That photo was his most prized possession, the last memory of the woman who raised him with love, even in poverty. By day, Marcus survived by offering to carry groceries for strangers, washing car windows at gas stations, or picking up cans for change. By night, he slept on benches, under bridges, or in the corners of bus stations. Yet, despite everything, Marcus was different from many who gave up hope. He still greeted people with respect. He still offered a helping hand, even when his own hands trembled from hunger. That night, as the storm poured down, Marcus sat shivering beneath a leaking bus stop roof. His stomach ached, but he whispered a quiet prayer. "Lord, I don't know why life is like this, but please, don't let me give up." Lightning cracked across the sky, illuminating the empty streets. Marcus pulled his jacket tighter, though it was no shield against the cold. Just as he was about to doze off, a loud coughing engine caught his attention. Across the street, a sleek black sedan rolled to a stop, hazard lights flickering. A man in his late 40s stepped out, clearly upset. He wore an expensive suit, though now it was quickly being soaked by the rain. The man popped the hood and peered inside, muttering under his breath. Cars sped past without slowing down, people ignored him, and the rain only made the situation worse. Marcus could have stayed put. He could have closed his eyes and let the world go on without him. But something stirred inside. With slow, hesitant steps, Marcus crossed the street, his shoes splashing in the puddles. "Excuse me, sir," he said softly. "Looks like you're having car trouble. Maybe I can help." The man turned, surprised to see a young, soaking wet stranger standing there. "You?" the man asked. "You know about cars?" Marcus nodded. "A little. My uncle used to teach me before he passed. I can take a look, if you don't mind." The man hesitated, then stepped aside. "Be my guest. I'm desperate at this point." Marcus pulled his sleeves back and leaned over the hood. The rain made everything slippery, and the engine steamed from the moisture. He worked carefully, remembering what his uncle had taught him. He checked the battery, the spark plugs, and the fuel line. His fingers grew numb, but he pressed on. The man watched, his arms folded, clearly skeptical. But Marcus's focus never wavered. Finally, Marcus adjusted a loose connection, wiped his muddy hands on his pants, and said, "Try it now." The man slid back into the driver's seat and turned the key. The engine roared to life. The man's eyes widened. He stepped out again, staring at Marcus in disbelief. You actually fixed it." Marcus gave a tired smile. "Just needed a little patience, sir." The man pulled out his wallet. "Here, let me pay you for your trouble." Marcus shook his head firmly. "No, sir. I don't want your money. I just wanted to help." That simple answer froze the man in place. He studied Marcus, not just his worn clothes, not just the hunger in his eyes, but the humility in his soul. The man closed his wallet and extended his hand instead. "My name's Mr. Williams, and I insist on at least giving you a ride somewhere warm. You're soaked through." Marcus hesitated. He hated rides, hated the questions that followed. But something about Mr. Williams felt different. Reluctantly, he nodded. "All right." Minutes later, they sat in a cozy diner on the corner of Main Street. Marcus's hands shook as he wrapped them around a steaming cup of coffee. The waitress placed a plate of hot food before him: fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and cornbread. Marcus stared at it like it was a dream. "Go on," Mr. Williams urged. "Eat." Marcus didn't need to be told twice. He devoured the meal, barely pausing for breath. Mr. Williams watched silently, his mind racing. Who was this young man, willing to suffer in the rain for a stranger, refusing money yet starving inside? When Marcus finally slowed down, Mr. Williams asked, "So, what's your story?" Marcus lowered his fork. His eyes grew distant. "I don't have much of a story, sir. My mama raised me alone. She passed last year. After that, I lost the apartment. Lost everything. Been on the streets ever since." Mr. Williams frowned. "Don't you have family?" Marcus shook his head. "No one left. Just me. But I try not to complain. Life's been hard, but I know God hasn't forgotten me." Mr. Williams leaned back, stunned by the young man's words. So many in comfort complained daily, yet here was a boy with nothing, still holding on to faith and humility. He smiled faintly. "Marcus, you remind me of myself when I was young. You've got strength most people don't see." Marcus blinked, surprised. "You?" "Sir, you don't look like you've ever missed a meal in your life." Mr. Williams chuckled. "Maybe not now. But once upon a time, I was just a poor boy with a wrench in my hand." What Marcus didn't know was that Mr. Williams wasn't just wealthy. He was the CEO of Williams Automotive Group, one of the largest auto repair and manufacturing companies in the state. The next morning, Mr. Williams made an unexpected offer. "Marcus, I own an auto repair business. How would you feel about working there, just for a week? No promises, no pressure. Just a chance." Marcus hesitated. He didn't want to be a charity case, but he needed a chance more than anything. I'll try, sir. I'll do my best." At the repair shop, Marcus quickly proved himself. He arrived early, stayed late, and worked harder than anyone else. His knowledge wasn't perfect, but his determination and honesty set him apart. Customers noticed. Mechanics respected him. One afternoon, a worker tried to slip Marcus a tip for helping with a complicated engine job. Marcus refused. "I can't take this. I'm just doing my job." That moment got back to Mr. Williams, and it confirmed everything he suspected. Marcus wasn't just skilled. He had character. 2 weeks later, Mr. Williams called Marcus into his office. Marcus stood nervously, unsure if he was about to be fired. Instead, Mr. Williams smiled warmly. "Marcus, the night you fixed my car, you reminded me of something I had forgotten, that true success isn't about money, it's about heart. You didn't ask for anything, yet you gave everything. That's the kind of man I want in my company and in my life." Marcus's eyes widened. "Sir, are you saying—" "I want to offer you a full-time position," Mr. Williams said firmly. "Not just that. I'll arrange housing until you're on your feet. If you want to study, I'll pay for school. You've got a future, Marcus, and I want to help you build it." Tears welled up in Marcus's eyes. For the first time in years, he felt hope rise in his chest. Months turned into years. Marcus moved into a small apartment, furnished simply but filled with warmth. He worked full-time, studied automotive engineering at night, and slowly built savings. He never forgot where he came from. On weekends, he volunteered at shelters, helping homeless youth learn skills just as he once needed. And one rainy evening, driving home in his new car, Marcus spotted a teenager stranded with a broken bike. Without hesitation, he pulled over, rolled up his sleeves, and helped. Because Marcus knew better than anyone that a simple act of kindness in the rain could change everything. Marcus's story reminds us that sometimes the smallest act of kindness, given with a pure heart, can rewrite a life's destiny. Never underestimate the power of doing good, even when you have nothing to gain. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel for more powerful stories. And always, always, be kind.